Hey guys, Sin here, back at it with another video. We're doing a build guide for Julie today. This is the survivor I've been playing the most out of today, so this is the person we're going to go through. I'm going to cover through a bunch of stuff. We're going to go through pretty much her abilities, the perks I run, and why. I've tried a bunch of different stuff on her, so there's actually a lot of different things you can do for her. I'm just not entirely sure what's the best. I've been flipping around. I think there's a lot of different. Honestly, it depends on how you want to play. To be real, it depends on how you want to play her. Uh, I was originally doing a lock build. It was just like a basic like you could see the highlighting, like it was just like nice easy stuff. Like you could see the door, you could see the tool track stuff, and then I started switching stuff off because once you start learning that stuff and learning where the exits and toolboxes are from just playing repeatedly, I moved away from that. So there's like I was running a build with Sneaky Pete and Highly Skilled, and I was just running basically you can get to a point where you have almost 50-50, and I mean if these are leveled up completely, you could basically have almost like 50 proficiency, 50 stealth. And then I was running, depending on that, I was either running choose flight, which I think is honestly probably the best option, or you might be able to do conditioned with it. I don't think it. You might. Yeah, you could probably do conditioned with it, possibly. Um, so you could technically do conditioned and then highly skilled sneaky Pete too, if you want to have like if you care about attributes more than the perks. You could do like you can have pretty much like almost 50. I don't think it's exactly 50. I think it'll be like 48, but that's pretty nuts. You could do 48 on proficiency and stealth with running highly skilled sneaky Pete, and then you could choose between. You need to have some sort of like stamina, just in case if you do get caught. Choose flight's pretty handy. I run that, and I run conditioned. Currently, right now, because I'm trying out other builds, this is what I currently am running because the lockpicking stuff unfortunately, is just getting cooked right now. Lockpicking is just, it's a lot easier for them to counter. They're covering all the doors. You're at the point where all the killers really know what to cover. But the fuses and the valves are kind of not being covered as much, and so it gives you an opportunity there. And so I've been running intuition, and I get it. It's not that great of a perk, but at the same time, it's a base perk you get off rip, so you don't have to worry about trying to grab it or anything like that. It comes in really handy when you're playing the map, and say you haven't learned the map completely or anything like that, and you need to know where the box is, or where the fuse thing is, where the valve thing is, so you can twist it onto the water pressure thing. It makes it really easy doing something like that. So I think that's a great perk. I've been running it right now. I have it at level 3, so I can see the fuse box or the water pump thing for 100 seconds, which I think it comes in really good hand. I get to know where it is just in case if I don't know where it is, because there are a couple. I think there's like two spawn points I crossed every map for where the spots they can be in, or more. I think it depends on the map. Honestly, I could be wrong, but there's like a couple spots pretty much where they move every now and then. So it does come in handy. Now, there's no perk to actually help you find a fuse or valve. So that's the trickier part. You have to know where you have to learn basically from playing where those spawn points are. I've learned a few of them, and not all of them. But after you play a few times and you start looking for them, you trying to figure it out. So that's pretty cool. So I would personally, depending if you want to do valve and fuse, which has been working more for me than the lockpicking stuff is now, because the killers are all watching it a lot more after it's been a few more days and people have learned the maps, especially the killers. The fuse box and the valve have become a huge success. I've been able to get out a lot of times depending on the map based off the fuse or the valve, because the fuse, you can't stop the fuse. As far as I know, they can't shut it off. I've tried shutting it off as the killer. I don't see a way to do it. It was already on, unless I caught it too late. So it's pretty much just a timer. The only downside with the fuse and valve is you have to know where those exits are. The valve is a lot easier, but they can actually turn that off, so you have to hope they don't turn it off. So that's a tough part too. So there are downsides, obviously, but they're pretty solid. And then if you're doing, and you can switch it up, and you could start the valve, but also have the fuse set up as well. And if you know how to get to the fuse exit, while they're guarding the valve exit, possibly you hit the fuse exit. So you can trick it up too. So that's pretty nice. So currently, that's what I'm running is intuition. I'm running choose flight, and then I'm running conditioned. Now, conditioned doesn't proc. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna. I think it's kind of it may seem stupid to run both, but I've had a lot of moments where I'm running, and choose flight saves me a bunch. I get a whole new stamina bar, and I'm running again for free. But you only get 2 charges, you get 3 at max. So once those charges are gone, this is where this perk will come in handy. And it's only at level 1 because I just started using it, but once it hits level 3, after I'm out of stamina, it's 60% less time for it to start regenerating, which is huge because I've had moments where I'm out of stamina and I'm dead. There's no way, my stamina takes too long to regenerate back. Having 6% less time for it to start regenerating could save me a few of these times. So I've done that, so I'm running that as well right now. So these are my 3 I'm currently running: intuition, choose flight, conditioned. Unfortunately, the pathway you have to do for it, you don't get a lot of attribute points, so I'm only 39. I like having a split across these because stealth is pretty solid for noise searching, and then I need proficiency for the valve or the fuse to make it go faster. So that's the bonuses for those. And then for your ability, ultimate escape, I'm running this so that my ability lasts for 12 seconds, and then I run the middle one so that I have less stamina consumption. Now, for level 3, honestly, I'm not too sure. The issue is like, if I could get, like, across all 3, it'd be nice, but not, like, you can get across all 3, but not, like, the way I want to. That's the issue. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if maybe I go this, and this, maybe, just so we have a faster recharge rate. That honestly might be, like, a pretty good idea instead. 90 seconds, reduce the recharge time by 90 seconds, I think is probably pretty solid. That's probably something to do instead. Because you get the ability lasts longer, you get, it reduces running stamina consumption is reduced by 75% while the ability is active, so that's not bad either. And then you can get the ability you have faster uptime on it. So honestly, straight cross, probably pretty solid. And then for the skill tree, let me show you the path I take. So you don't have to run and collect all of these side perks if you don't want to, especially if you aren't refreshing and saving refreshing to have enough points for it, and you just want to have a quick way to get all the what perks and whatnot you want first, and then as you level up to fill in the rest, you definitely can do that. So basically, you're gonna want the attribute points at all times. Attribute points are gonna help you a ton. So you're gonna want to go up from the middle part here, and if you don't have the points right now, you're gonna want to go just any way that's gonna get you here. Get to here, you're gonna go off to the right here. Let me zoom in, actually. Sorry. You're going to go up, you're going to go here, you're going to take the right here. As you're going along here, this is where you move along here. You can go down this way for extra two attribute points, so I grab those. This is where you're going to get your conditioned ability here, and you grab that, and then you grab all this, and it's pretty much a dead end. It's nice and quick, unfortunately, so that's also why you have a lot less attribute points, which is the downside. But so far, this does help quite a bit. Because as I've been playing with my friends a bunch, and we've been doing like four-man runs and stuff, and the lockpick stuff, especially because we've had our moments where like we're grouped up and we're trying to go through a lockpick area, and like if you're out of a lockpick somehow, or something doesn't get turned off, or there's a trap or something, and we don't have time to get through all of it, that's where that lockpicking stuff falls out. And so I've just completely switched over to, well, while my friends are doing lockpicking and stuff, I kind of go off on my own, and I try and get the valve, the fuse, and I try to set up both of those, so that while those are getting started, maybe we're lockpicking through sides or whatnot, so that the killers are being stretched thin and they're all over the place. So it comes in really nice and handy. And then, but you are sometimes playing by yourself and sneaking around and then trying to open some things up for your friends, and sometimes I've opened up stuff for my friends and I haven't been able to escape, but they have. It's a trade-off, but I've helped my friends escape a bunch with the valve or the fuse, so it's pretty nice at the end of the day too. But that is my breakdown for it. Like I said, there's definitely some other options. You can run this, you can run this, and you can run this. And then, so you have 44, 44. But you could also repoint your character a lot better to still get all three of these, and have a lot more attributes. So you can have like 40. You could probably have almost 50 probably each once these are leveled up too. Those are my usual builds. There's not really too much that I'm incredibly interested in here. There was one where I was thinking of a fuse light build, but I don't know how good that actually helps, because it just highlights the family members in the box. Unfortunately, there's no way to highlight the door itself, so you have to know that you have to know that the way to go. Unfortunately for that, so it comes down to learning the map and go. Well, here's the exit. I have to go from here down to here to get to that. Unfortunately, so it's not great. So I don't really run it. I've had some moments where some of the perks don't really work. I don't know how it is for you guys, but the radar detector does not work for me. I've never detected it. Never highlights the family members for me. I think it's bugged. Could be wrong there, but I've never had it show up for me. But these are like the two different builds you can do. Again, with this one, you can get more attribute points. You just got to respec it better. But as of right now, I'm running this. So that's the end of my guide video for Julie. I think she's pretty good. It's also just the one character I'm running because my other friends run the other characters. Like we have one who plays Leland, Sani, and then we have Akani. So that's the thing. I am checking out the other characters slowly though. I'm looking into a bunch of different builds. I've been looking at all their perks and stuff like that, along with the killer side too. So I will be making more guide videos as I try out the other characters, level up their perks a bit, and mix and match some skills and see if there's any like viable builds. Like I want to see if there's a viable and a toughness, like maybe endurance kind of build, be like some sort of a tank, high HP, but still being able to run away and whatnot. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I'll definitely try it out. I definitely want to try out Leland and on other characters and give you some insights on those characters as well. But other than that, though, guys, thank you for checking out the video or anything like that. Hey, leave a comment, like, subscribe, anything like that. I'd really appreciate it. And my build guide for the cook is out, and I'm seeing the views and the likes and the amount of views they're getting, and I really appreciate all the views and everything like that too as well. So thank you guys for that as well. So I'll see you guys then. But I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll have another guide video. It may be on a killer or a survivor. I haven't decided yet. But it'll be up either tomorrow or maybe the day afterwards. Like I'm gonna need some time to test. So other than that though, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys? Thank you for watching. See ya.